Hey, what's up to our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the mother-loving geek nation? Thank you so much for hanging out with us in the longest-running pop culture podcast of all time, CultPOP Podcast Live, episode 164.
If you are new here, this is the place where we celebrate the things we love: movies, comics, television, 30-year-old horror franchises, and all the other things that scratch your dirty, nerdy little
Nerdy little itchies.
nerdy little nerfies.
Oh, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight we're broadcasting to you live from Young Chunk HQ.
Did I do it?
Young Chunk! A bomb-ass podcast studio here in Philadelphia, PA.
There was nothing different between what we just did.
Except I actually had words.
No.
You went blah, blah.
What?
Perfect, yeah.
This is exactly what you did.
Hi. We're doing it. Tonight, hey, listen. Tonight, I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127, a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks just like you. And now we do rad-ass games and game nights and Magic the Gatherings and board games and what else? Drink and draws and book clubs. Anyway, you should come hang out with me. I'm lonely.
Joining us tonight in the role of Alice is a host of the High Risk Wrestling Podcast.
The High Risk Wrestling Podcast.
High Risk Wrestling Podcast.
The High Risk Wrestling Podcast.
There it is.
It's my third time here. And
yeah.
I kind of forced JD to have me on today's
It's
show.
true.
No, I asked.
So, yeah, every Saturday, the podcast airs, and every Monday is the recap of everything that happens throughout the week.
I was gonna
6 years, 6 seasons in.
I was gonna ask what the format is because I haven't actually listened, and I haven't watched wrestling in about 20 years, and my nephews now are getting into it hard.
I cover WWE and AEW. They're either one, the top two, TNA, CMLL, AAA, NXT, Ring of Honor, New Japan, Pro Wrestling, and the Independents.
All of them.
Yeah.
Word.
What's your favorite?
AEW. I'm a sicko for life.
Yeah.
We are going to their next big show is at Louis Armstrong Stadium in New York for Double or Nothing Memorial Day weekend. We will be going up to New York for that.
Let me ask
all
you
the
something.
DC variants.
I hope
Yes.
they
are.
way
Yes.
over.
Yes. How is? I've been meaning to check in on him. I haven't seen him in a while.
Mm-hmm.
How is Junkyard Dog doing?
Ooh.
He's better, but he's good. He's been sick. He just got out of the hospital.
Oh no way!
A lot of
you were just like, that's the name that's old. Ha,
yeah.
A lot of the old guys are.
Yeah.
How's Andre the Giant?
Oh, that's worse.
A lot of the older guys are either in really, really good health or they're slowly starting to fade away.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, just like me.
Law of
I'm
averages.
crumbling.
Unfortunately, on average, if you ask about an older wrestler,
not doing well.
It's either not doing well or
not doing.
They murdered people and then themselves. Like there's
a lot you find out about Hulk Hogan. There's the whole Jimmy.
Well, he's like racist, right?
Yeah,
now?
There's the whole Jimmy Snuka trial. You had Chris Benoit, but it's like he also had the worst case of CTE ever imagined.
I actually just watched those, but the Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring is
idea
covers the plane ride from hell.
Oh, that was a good one.
There's a lot, but for all of that, there's so much. Whatever you can find, whatever you kind of like in professional wrestling, whether it's serious or technical or funny. The women have been killing it for like 20 years now. There's so much to love. I'm gonna be on my deathbed watching wrestling.
Oh, right on. Nice.
Wrestling is comics. Wrestling is
it's
high drama.
It's weekly,
yeah.
So the shows never stop. So the continuity for like the WWE goes back all the way to like the 60s with Bruno Sammartino. AEW is only 6-7 years old, but their history goes back to probably the last 15 years in New Japan Pro Wrestling and the Independence with Ring of Honor. So like there's a lot like
also the way that it's structured story wise is just like soap operas where you can actually just like start All My Children now.
Yeah.
Even though there is 50 years of continuity because they will just continue to go and then bake in points where they will articulate the beefs and how deep they are and what I'm gonna do and what this means. Like it is pure storytelling.
Tell you everything, so you don't really need to pay attention. Whereas the other one's like, we want you to watch so you can see the tiny little details that we add to the show.
It's
So,
it's I have an I'm not as deep into it, but I am constantly impressed by just the
and
the
we're in
bear of it.
WrestleMania season. We'll see if they make any money this year.
Did they break even last year or something?
They made a lot of money last year. They decided to go back to Vegas this year, and they are about 20% behind in ticket sales from last year.
Oh.
And then next year they're in Saudi Arabia.
It's part of the reason why probably get a little less popular.
Hey, no,
Anyway.
aren't you from a physical space?
I am. My name is Noel, and I'm from a physical space, a digital space to celebrate physical media at physical_media_space. Some say at physical media space, all underscores. Either way, like, comment, subscribe. Love you.
We also want to draw your attention to the producer extraordinaire, Vicious Marshmallow, a.k.a. The Dork Knight, a.k.a. Terry the Terror of Manioc, producer Terry, as well as his trusty sidekick,
Noah.
Why is Noah capitalized?
Oh, hello.
Noah.
We're on a handheld today.
Oh, word.
Oh.
2 questions. If
Yeah.
anyone's watching or listening wants to know more about Young Chunk HQ, the space and services, where can they inquire?
Honestly, I would
Honestly?
inquire on the Cult Pop Go podcast page.
Right
Wonderful.
here,
Do
where
it.
you're at.
Because you guys should go there so that these guys are more famous, like you always say.
That's right. Second question. What's the best part 7 of any film franchise?
It's Mission Impossible.
The best part 7 of any
Oh.
film. Wait,
No,
Impossible.
6 is the best one.
no, I mean, I could say,
Fall-
wait.
Fallout?
Fallout.
What's the question
That
again?
wasn't the question, though.
Is it
What's the best part 7 of any franchise?
Best 7th iteration, man.
It's Mission Impossible.
Okay, so the best chapter
Right.
7.
For me, it's
Star
Friday
Wars.
the 13th.
I could say Star Wars because it's before the blasphemy that is episode 8.
Oh, Jesus
wait.
Christ.
So episode 7. There you
Eight's
go.
the best.
8 is the best.
Thank you.
8's disgusting. 8 ruined
I love
fandom.
8. Last Jedi. I
Eight
actually had a
ruined
Last
fandom.
Jedi shirt on earlier, and I took it
Fans
off.
ruined fandom.
It's true. Part 7.
Is it Nightmare?
Nightmare on Elm Street. New
It's
Nightmare.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, I love that one.
I don't want to say Mission Impossible because
It's Mission Impossible.
I dislike. Oh, wait. Actually, Furious 7 is actually pretty fucking fantastic.
Yeah. You know what popped in my head was, I gotta get this right, because Creed is a part of Rocky.
Shit.
Oh.
Rocky 4, Rocky 5, Rocky 6 is Rocky.
It is
Balboa.
7. Creed is 7.
Creed is number 7.
That's the best.
Dang it.
one.
That's pretty good.
Wow, that's perfect.
That is the best one. You're absolutely
Winner.
correct. It's 5 Balboa and Creed.
Yeah.
Nice. Good on you.
There's a lot up
Yeah.
there.
That's awesome.
Tonight we're going back to not Woodsboro, Pine Grove,
Indiana.
Indiana, to bring you our thoughts about the #1 movie in the whole wide world, Scream 7.
But before we do that, we're going to read emails, jibber jabber about what we've been enjoying this past week. And remember, if you're here live, which someone is,
Yep.
I think. If you're here live,
It always
jump into
says
the
0, but I know it's a lie.
jump into the chat, comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when we do go live and or post new content. Do we call it content still, or W in the chat if we go with content, L in the chat if we go with
Sound like
content?
Chad, don't say content.
Yeah, don't say yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If you're watching this after the fact, it's not Wednesday at 8:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's fine. Do that shit anyway. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, because we like a little back and forth. You can also send us emails.
Well, here's the thing. We got letters.
We have letters.
Oh, we got lots and lots and lots and lots of letters. However, this is specifically about Scream 7. So, should I read her email? This is from Alice,
Can I scan it?
co-host Alice, who is not here with us this evening, because she does a non-spoilery part of her email and then a spoilery part of her email. I could read the non-spoilery, but
I'll remind you. Remember what we did with Running Man at the end with that one with his email?
we read it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we'll read it at the end. But we do have letters, and we will get to them shortly.
We'll do half and half. As in, like,
Half
right
now?
before, no,
Okay,
right
half
before the
before.
review,
Okay,
and then
great.
after spoilers.
Well, let's move on to the other portion of our show, which I lovingly call What's Poppin', wherein I ask Jeremy and Noel what was poppin' for them this week. Maybe they read a thing, maybe they watched a thing, maybe they played a thing, maybe they...
Diddle the thing.
I was going to say diddled, but then I stopped myself.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying it for you because I
You
know
knew I
it's-
was going to say diddled.
If there's a way to
Listen, it sounds
add
creepy
or
when you say it like that. Hey, Jeremy, what was up with you this week?
I'm not the one that does.
What was popping for you this week?
Such a loaded question for me because I watch so much stuff. So we
Yeah.
boiled it down because I've been to the movies.
He sent an old-fashioned scroll.
I've been to the movies
of all the
9
things
times.
he's
since
done.
the
Basically,
movie
Santa's
started.
like list.
All of my shows, games. So we settled on One Piece.
Yes.
I rewatched the live action One Piece. I am never, ever, as much as my friends want me to, I am never watching the anime.
Wait,
I know
What?
the anime.
There's not enough life. There's not enough
I
life.
know the
for
Oh,
that.
there's not a lot. I see. There's too much of it.
I know the history. I know enough about it where I understand it. So I rewatched live action, and it does a good job of cutting out the filler.
Mhm.
But you know how when we have adaptations, they take certain liberties,
Mhm.
and we either like it or we don't like it.
Mhm.
They did like 2 or 3 scenes that doesn't happen in the anime, in the manga, and added to the show. Which
Oh, you've read the manga.
read the manga. I'm
Okay,
never watching it live.
Okay.
That's
So you've read it.
Oh,
Yeah.
the cartoon. Yeah, the anime.
Yeah.
You mean?
anime. So the show does a really good job of like taking out the filler. And so my favorite character is I have 2 of them. One's Doflamingo, who we might never see, but the other one is Garp, and they expand on his relationship with his 2 trainees, which we like really never get in the anime. So we see him like instill confidence in them, train them up, and I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
So it does a good, and like they got everything right with the cast. I also found out the girl that plays Nami is in one of my favorite horror movies, Fear Street in 1977.
That was a good one.
She plays Cindy Berman. She's the older sister that gets killed.
Oh.
She
I
plays
never got
Nami.
past the first one.
I liked
I love
2
all-
of the 3. Fear Street.
So what I usually do is for the original trilogy, I'll watch 1. I love 1. I love 2. And when it comes to 3, I just skip all the witch stuff and go straight to.
Oh,
the,
okay. I gave up
back.
halfway through part 3. I was like, I don't care
Three is
about this anymore.
actually the longest one because we have
Yeah.
like an hour and 20 minutes of just Sierra Fear's backstory
Mhm.
to get back to 1996 and them trying to save the day. So
Maybe I should just skip to the 1996 bit. Yeah.
but it's definitely enjoy Fear Street. So yeah, One Piece.
I've tried Sushan and I when One Piece first dropped live action. One of her clients was like, "Hey, you should check this out," and so we put on the first episode. We got about 7 minutes into it, and she was like, "Do you care about this?" And I went, "I don't know. I guess not." And we just moved on. I have also watched the first 2 episodes of the anime. Still didn't care. The anime to live action, I don't think works that great. I liked some of Cowboy Bebop,
Wanted to take season so bad.
and
Go on.
I did finish all of season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it.
Netflix, they started out kind of poorly. Like there was a Fullmetal Alchemist they did.
Oh, I also watched Death Note.
Their
the movie.
Death Note adaptation was horrible.
Pretty rough.
But
I didn't know anything about Death Note, so I didn't mind it.
But
I just
like
liked Adam Wingard.
within like the last 5 or 6 years of the show of the animes that they adapted, they're all like good.
Oh.
Kagurabachi and like
There's a live action Kagurabachi.
yeah,
we just did Manga Club for that.
They've done a good job of okay, you know what? We care. Let's spend the money for this. Like Avatar was good, and now that they lost, Stranger Things is going. They need something, and it's going to be. We just found out older the creator of One Piece. He claims to have wrote down what the One Piece actually is and dropped it at the bottom of the ocean. He said that today.
Oh, that's cute.
So they've done a good job. And the cast is the guy that you get playing is Luffy.
That's how you say it,
so
Luffy.
faithful. They do a good. My friends that know more about One Piece than me like it. They say it does a good job.
Great.
They wish season was a little longer instead of 8 episodes.
Yeah.
But next season drops next week, and it's going to be the only thing people are going to be talking about.
Okay. Maybe I'll go back and try to give it another shot.
I don't know.
Or not.
Oh, no, I mean, you could do anything you want.
Thank you. That's the kind of positivity I need.
Just ask first.
Hi, Alice. Alice is in the chat.
Hi, Alice. Have you watched One Piece? Let us know in the chat. Haha.
What was popping for you this week, Noel?
2 things. One,
oh my God,
this book back here.
Oh yeah, that thing. Show it to us.
I'm on camera.
We are big Darwin Cook stands here on the show.
Darwin Cook tragically passed away, I think,
R.I.P.
in 2007, 2008, something like that. But this is the collection of his series, The Spirit, originally created by Will Eisner. He writes and draws and inks all of it. It is one of the best things ever.
I wish the movie was better.
I wish the movie was better
I
too.
didn't even bother with it.
But this is his style is.
It's so dark.
It's so classic. It's
Didn't
so
he,
clean.
Didn't he draw?
It's cartoony.
Did he draw the Long Halloween?
No, that was
Tim
Tim
Sale.
Sale.
Tim Sale.
He did Justice League.
New Frontier.
New
Yes.
Frontier.
Oh, that's so good.
So what's really great about, like, my favorite thing about this whole series is every single title page is drawn to be a scene in the book.
Would that be? I've been trying to
Can't
think
find
of a phrase for that, and I'm going back to movies.
So
Would
this
that be
is-
diegetic?
maybe? So like the word, the spirit, and the credits are rain on a window.
Yep.
And he does this on every single issue where it's like a pattern in building lights.
Yep.
There
The
is a,
shadows of cactuses in the
Yeah.
desert.
Will
Like,
Eisner,
there's
I
a
think,
word
started
for
that.
that because what's his name? James Gunn did it for the Suicide Squad for each
Mm.
chapter. Of the
Oh, right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is an absolutely beautiful book. And it's just a wonderful story about the spirit. He is
I've never read a single Spirit.
He is a 1920s kind of gumshoe that is thought dead and decides to not let the world know he is alive and works behind the shadows.
And solve crimes.
Solves crimes.
Nice.
It's a beautiful book.
I really want to read it.
So yeah, pick this up. The Connoisseur Edition from Act 4 and Image Comics. This was originally published by DC. DC lost the right, or they didn't renew the rights to all these characters. That Doc Savage, something else. Dynamite had it for a while, didn't do much with it, and then they reverted back to whatever. And Scott Dunbier, who used to be with Oni, decided to create his own imprint with Image Comics, and he's doing these large art editions of stuff. They're just absolutely beautiful books. So that's one thing.
Awesome.
The other thing is, did you guys ever watch Scrubs?
No,
Yes.
I hate Scrubs.
I
Excellent.
am JD, and I have a scooter. I used to have one black friend.
Hey, Jeremy.
What's up?
Yeah. He just said you're not a friend.
That's right.
Do you have more now?
That's what it is. I've doubled my black friends. like gremlins. I got the first one wet. Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just.
I-
So what about Scrubs?
Just
What
give
about
him enough
Scrubs?
slack. Just give him
At
enough
least he didn't
slack.
go. At least he didn't go with Pokemon as the reference.
Let's
Gotta
do
catch 'em all.
Scrubs 2026. What about it?
Anyway, so the show went for like 8 seasons. It is, for those of you that have not watched it, it is new doctors in training at this hospital, Sacred Heart. It is very, the show is structured like Walter Mitty-esque. The main character, JD, John Dorian, is a affable kind of loser, cutesy boy. And when he's a
He's a
how
real
else do you
cuck.
just-
He's a real soy boy cuck. Yeah.
whatever. He takes things literally in his head and has little fantasies. He has little dream sequences,
cutaways.
in scene cutaways.
I thought
So
like
it's
live
Walter
action
Mitty.
Family Guy.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But not irreverent at all. At all. It's earnest. It's
Yeah.
like it's meant to teach a lesson versus
there's that
Family
one
Guy
episode
is,
that made me cry.
hey, here's a joke and we're gonna visualize it for the one gag.
Yeah.
But yes. It went for like 8 seasons. It's very well regarded in most circles as just like a classic sitcom that people binge all the time.
Mhm.
Like it's not
Revisit.
at Office level, but it's somewhere underneath Friends of like people will watch it constantly.
Never seen a single episode
How do you hate it then?
because
Wait.
in college,
Oh.
my
Oh,
roommate
no.
and his girlfriend, that's all they would either watch Scrubs or the Food Channel, and
Oh.
it like burned into my head. It's like I can't watch Scrubs anymore. I can't.
Okay.
Are you still friends with those people?
No.
All right. At least you're consistent.
So
They
how-
did this to me. All right.
So how is this reboot?
It in the last 5 or 6 years, the creators of Scrubs have had some other very popular shows. Ted Lasso, Shrinking, and it precipitated the conversation of, a lot of the seeds that were germinated in Scrubs 20 years ago are in these new shows, the kind of like earnest, happy storytelling
Yeah.
with serious subjects. So they revived Scrubs. It is everyone 20 years later, they come back from wherever they were and they're here.
Does Dave Franco come?
No. Not
Dave
yet.
Franco and
The
Scrubs?
final season that aired on
Yeah.
NBC. or ABC.
One or the other. It went from like NBC to ABC or ABC to NBC. I don't
Final
remember.
Season, and they were like teaching all the like the young kids.
It was like at a college.
One of them was Dave.
The main cast were there for like 5 seconds. It is exactly like the old show.
Oh, great.
No.
Oh.
Because I realized there's not really any space for a show like this anymore. We have top tier medical dramas like The Pit that actually do infuse kind of humor into these serious subjects. And then we have very earnest, emotionally mature shows like Shrinking that also deal with these same things. This, by comparison, from mostly the same creative teams, feels trite because it is so set up punchline heavy and just like, look how cute we are.
Right.
And it's very early 2000s coded and just it doesn't hit the same way at all. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
There are some like really great jokes here and there. Just like, oh, that's pretty funny. But like the third or fourth dream sequence in the middle of a scene just feels too cute by half. Whereas before it felt like a new language.
Yeah.
Now it feels like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. They did absolutely nothing to kind of elevate the brand, you know?
That's
how many copies is that?
Copy of a copy of a copy
it's
of a
from
copy.
a movie.
Multiplicity is the best.
No, someone said he's a copy of a copy of. I can't remember thinking of the movie. It's going to come to me like tomorrow.
I do love Multiplicity.
It's good.
Come on, Multiplicity.
We're splitting on bugs.
What was that? She touched my peppy, Steve. Speaking of Multiplicity, starring Michael Keaton. Last night I couldn't go to sleep, so I went downstairs and I put on the Beep Boop, the television whatnots, and I rewatched The Founder, which is a movie that I've seen already and I love for some reason. I couldn't tell you why I'm fascinated by The Founder, other than I love watching Michael Keaton in this role. It's got Nick Offerman, B.J. Novak, and Linda Cardellini. It's the true story of how Ray Kroc, a struggling salesman from Illinois, met Mac and Dick McDonald, who were running a burger operation in the 1950s, Southern California. So this is how McDonald's became the McDonald's that we know and kind of abhor. But there's something about Michael Keaton's presence in this that is absolutely watchable and charming. And you kind of root for this guy until you don't root for this guy. And you're like, holy shit. Oh, he's evil. So it's such an interesting...
Spoilers.
It's such... Yeah, the guy behind McDonald's isn't good.
Yeah. Movie's 10 years old. Get on it.
But yeah, man, this is a great film. And on TikTok, people will post just the scene of him going up to the McDonald's for the first time and placing his order and not understanding how different it is. Like, I don't think people realize, I certainly didn't realize how different McDonald's was when the first one opened. It was all girls on skates at a drive-through or drive-in kind of thing. And your meal would be wrong. Your meal would be cold. It would take forever, yada, yada, yada. And this was a completely different experience of, oh, you just walk up, you get your food, you walk away, you eat it, you throw everything out. It's like the beginning of fast food, and it's fascinating film, and I quite like it.
It's also cool to see Nick Offerman play across from the guy who plays the brother. You know, the guy that's in every movie, but is like good in everything and really scary. He was John Wayne Gacy in American Horror Story.
He's the guy whose name I don't know, but his face I know.
Yeah, he's that guy. The killer, the Zodiac killer.
Oh, he also just showed up in Paradise. Hang on.
Oh. Lord, I just watched Paradise.
He's also in Umbrella Academy, isn't he?
What did you guys think of The Founder? Have you seen it?
Michael Keaton in that reminds me of, you see you want to like root for him, reminds me of Aaron Eckhart in, is it Thank You for Smoking?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That, like...
Cameron Britton.
Yeah. That's his name. Cameron Britton.
It's just, I like historical things like that. So I like The Founder. I like the one about the economy crashing with Steve Carell.
Oh,
The Big Short.
The Big Short. Yeah, that was a good one.
How they break everything down to you. The Blackberry movie was great.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I actually, Vinegar Syndrome just did a physical release of it. I pre-ordered it. We'll see if it shows up.
What's it called?
Blackberry.
Oh, it's just called Blackberry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's got two versions of it.
Yeah.
Because it was originally filmed as a miniseries for AMC. Then they cut it into it was so good that they like, well, let's make a movie version and release that. So it's got the AMC version and the.
Wow. Okay.
Also, I will watch anything with Linda Cardellini in it. She was like my biggest crush. She has a new show on HBO.
Oh, does she?
DTF St. Louis, the one with her, Jason Bateman, and
nice.
Hopper. What's his name?
David Harbour.
David Harbour, yeah.
Nice.
Just Hopper.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love Michael Keaton. I think he still should have. They screwed my man out of an Oscar for Birdman, but that's a different story for a different day. It's like that cat. B.G. Novik's underrated.
Oh yeah, he really is.
He's an excellent writer too.
Yeah.
Solid. So it's a good movie, and you hate having to root for like the bad guy. Like, oh, you're a piece of shit. You just want some money. I got it.
Yeah.
But it's a solid watch, and I also do. I really like revisiting old movies, especially movies that you haven't seen in a long time or even ever. I'm trying to fill my blind spots personally. We just watched All the President's Men.
I've never seen it.
I'd never seen.
Yeah,
it's fucking phenomenal.
Wow.
Put it on the list.
Anyway,
hey,
should we do it?
Let's go to our main topic. But we have an email to read.
All right. So we're going to get into Scream 7 starting now. We're going to give our overall thoughts. We have an email about it. And then eventually we'll get into spoilers.
I want you to read the beginning of her email first.
Okay.
Before we talk about the description of the movie.
Oh.
Because the first part of the email is her talking about just like life.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got letters.
We have letter?
Oh, we got lots and lots and lots and lots of letter. This is from Alice, our beloved co-host. She says,
pour one out for Alice.
Somewhat sadly.
Didn't make it today.
Hi, Cult Poppers.
That's a little too sad. Go a little higher.
Hi, Cult Poppers.
That's a little bratty.
Hi, Cult Poppers. That's probably,
That's absolutely
exactly
perfect.
what she sounds like.
Yeah.
Today is perhaps my most egregious absence from the show. Trust that I am crying in the morgue as I miss discussing Scream with you all live. The ghosts of the morgue are concerned for my well-being. I have many thoughts on Scream 7, so many that it is hard to write them all in an email, but I will try my best. My overall feeling, non-spoiler, is...
Your delivery. But I will try my best.
That's how she talks. My overall feeling, non-spoiler, is that I was... disappointed. I still had fun and there were sequences I enjoyed, but it just felt like something was missing to me. It didn't feel like the Scream that I know and love. There was one part towards the end that did hit me in the feels, though, as a lifelong Scream fan. See my spoiler section below for the full reveal. I know JD was shocked when I said this to him in person, but I may rank this one below Scream 3. Hear me out! My explanation for this is that I never saw Scream 1 through 3 in the theaters. By the time I watched Scream 3, I had already been told that it was not the best of the franchise, so I went in with not high expectations. However, I have seen Scream 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the theaters, and I have loved my experiences with 4 to 6. So my hopes were high for 7, and I felt let down. As JD put it when I was explaining this in person, oh, it's like our requel, and Scream 7 is your Scream 3, is what I said to Alice. Right? Your Scream 3. Your Scream 3 is Scream 7.
I don't really remember.
Oh, anyway, basically, I was saying Scream 3 was the worst for me, and so because she wasn't around for that, Scream 7 is her Scream 3.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Even though I was 7 when Scream 1 came out.
I was like 40.
And then there's a spoiler segment, which we'll get to that after a spoiler
Scream 7, written by Kevin Williamson and Guy Busick, with story by James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick.
Directed by Kevin Williamson.
Who wrote the last two movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
they wrote the last two together. Yeah. Starring Nev Campbell, Isabel May, Joel McKay, Courtney Cox, McKenna Grace, Anna Camp, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, more people.
When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the quiet town where Sydney has built a new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes the next target. Determined to protect her family, she must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed once and until the next one, probably.
For all.
Rotten Tomatoes has it at a
31%.
With a popcorn meter at 77, which is the lowest in the franchise.
Yes.
Metacritic has it at a
36.
And CinemaScore has it at a
B minus.
tied for lowest in the franchise.
Yeah.
It's making all the money.
It was always going to make all the money.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's
paint the picture.
The picture is Scream 7.
So
you feel like you're there with me?
What is your relationship with this franchise?
It's my favorite horror franchise of all time. I think it is.
Got a ding in it now.
I think it is the greatest horror franchise of all time, just because it's stood the test of time. Mainly because there's not, the movie may not be great, but there's no truly overtly super bad movie where I can look at other horror franchises and there's been like valleys where Scream has been pretty consistent.
The lows aren't quite as low.
The lows aren't low as other
franchises.
franchises. Like I have Child's Play up there because there's only like 2 bad Child's Plays movies.
Name them because
The 2 bad ones.
I don't think there's Cult.
3.
Go home.
Child's Play 3.
What?
It's got a
You don't
great
like Child's Play 3?
I hate
Child's Play 3's got a great third act.
And Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, Seed of Chucky's the one.
I love
that
Cult of Chucky.
That I don't like.
Seed is pretty bad.
I love Cult of
right.
Chucky, and the one that came after it.
It's Curse and Cult.
Curse, and then Cult, and then the TV show finishes it up. I'm still not over the show being canceled.
It'll come back.
The Purge movies are up there in my top 5 because they like Scream are consistent in telling the story of what's happening today. Like the Purge started out as a home invasion movie, but now you find out it's about money and politics, and the last one was about immigration and racism. So it escalates and escalates. So, like, I know what they were telling with Scream, but we'll get it. We'll get into that.
Nice.
And I mean, I saw it twice. I was always going to see it twice. I like to see a movie.
You saw Scream 7 twice?
Yeah, I saw it. I always like to see a movie if I'm looking forward to it. The first time as a fan, to enjoy myself, and the second time as let me critically watch it. So I saw it Thursday in the regular theater, and then Sunday I saw it in. Is that 4XD or
4DX?
Yep, 4DX.
That's what we did. We did 4DX.
Yeah.
It's a fucking back brace.
I'm a Cinemark Club's member, so I get free tickets.
Oh, nice. Well, we are.
We have to
we're
we have to
Regals
upgrade for 40X though. Like I had to pay an extra $10 or something like that.
I paid $1.
Where's their Cinemark?
There's one at 40th in Walnut, and then the other one is in
nice.
Somerdale. That's the one I go to.
Did you get a popcorn bucket?
No, I don't own a single popcorn bucket. I don't eat popcorn.
You didn't even. you didn't get me a popcorn bucket.
I got a poster.
Without spoiling
got
yet,
one too.
did your opinion adjust between the 2 screenings?
It got slightly worse, but I don't have it as like what the loud voices are, and I don't have it worse than 3. I still think 3 is the worst one.
Yeah, me too.
It's 3's winning in my mind right now because even though it's trash, it's better presented trash.
This is why I always see the movie twice.
Where were you? Where were you? You were heading as we were heading into the theater. How were you? What were you feeling? Were you excited? Were you like? Meh?
I was optimistic. I was optimistic. I was. I think 5 and 6 are. Time is going to treat 5 and 6, not unlike what happened with 4. Is going to treat them very fairly.
I didn't realize people seem to hate both of those movies.
5 and 6,
and I like both.
I
movies.
I have 5's my second favorite one, but fine 1.
I love 6. I just rewatched 6 the other night. I was like, holy shit, this is baller.
So 6,
I love this.
6
movie.
is a incredibly flawed movie.
Yes,
but it's
so fun.
It's
yes,
yeah.
Because half the stuff that happens in New York shouldn't be happening.
Right.
Even if it wasn't fun, stylistically, it's beautiful.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Like I forgive so much if I'm having a good time or if I am impressed or wowed, just visually, aesthetically, the whole 9. That's not what this movie offered, but that's not the point. I was cautiously optimistic. I knew all the shit that was that happened that precipitated the 5 different creative direction turns. I knew all, but still, a lot of times creativity thrives under pressure, like coal in a diamond. I know. It's the second movie was made in under a year.
Yeah,
start to finish. Like you could do it.
Yeah.
But it took about 15 minutes for me to start like settling in that there's like.
I'm glad your expectations changed because like I feel like a lot of times when people lash out at either a show or a movie is because they have high expectations or something they want to happen doesn't happen, so they lash out.
Oh, we'll get into this. There are things that I wanted to happen. Those did not happen. That's not why I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I and he'll tell you I try my best, especially with like movies like so Scream is on the surface a horror movie. It's actually a whodunit. They're mysteries.
The whodunit versus the who catch 'em.
Yeah, the mysteries themselves are usually key factors, and you just kind of have to buy that. Everything else is just like table dressing. So it's not like I'm following Ghostface from movie to movie. Each movie can have its own vibe, as long as it kind of maintains the ethos of Scream, which is to reflect pop culture and/or the genre, which this movie doesn't do either. But no, I was.
So
I was hoping for the best, but
Yeah.
it was in about 15, 20 minutes in. I kind of started to feel uneasy about it. Like, I started to feel uneasy about it.
Yeah,
and it didn't change.
I went in with very high expectations, but also it's like it was the day before my birthday. It was the 26th. We had 4DX tickets. It was a bunch of friends going together, and it was like either way, it was going to be a blast. So I was just looking forward to like the vibes and the fun and being shaken like a very small baby by the theater seats. And I feel like I was the 4DX this time was not good.
Awful.
We saw 4DX Scream 6.
It was great.
And it was wonderful.
The absolute like
is there
the
stuff
best.
supposed to be happening in the theater for like 4DX? Because it was just a giant. It felt like I was just in IMAX, and like I was expecting water to be thrown on me and wind.
We got water.
No.
Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know, 4DX, just quick aside, 4DX at Regal it's basically chunks of seats that move like a roller coaster. So like if the camera tilts, your chair tilts. There are elements behind inside the seat. So if there's something happening, someone's getting punched or thrown against the thing, the mechanisms in your chair.
I got none of that.
The mechanisms in your chair will pound on your back.
It's programmed immersion.
Yeah.
I got none of that. I just got a seat.
If
this movie versus the last movie. The last movie is good. This movie doesn't do it well.
Yeah. If Ghostface misses somebody and you hear, you will get a puff of air by your ear.
Because I feel like what you're describing, 6 was the perfect movie for that because of New York.
It was
because of the setting of New York.
So the
we
4DX
got blood splatter.
The
but it was
4DX
water.
experience in part 6. First of all, had 3D glasses. There wasn't
forgot about
3D
that,
glasses for this one. It was every time the camera kind of like would dolly in and around, the seats would move a little bit. You kind of like flow with it, so you're kind of flying through the scenes. When there was a jump scare, the whole fucking thing didn't erupt. It just kind of like vibrated.
Yeah.
And then characters that got stabbed in the back, you got a little boop. You got a little boop boop.
Yep.
I was
blood
boop boop
splattered.
I was lied to.
Yeah.
My 4DX was just a chair. That's it.
Oh, did
nothing happened. No.
Oh, then maybe they forgot to put on the on switch.
It was every time there was a jump scare, the whole fucking thing exploded. It wasn't just like
it was too aggressive.
It was like trying to. It was the programming was trying to overcompensate, and it was just like, guy.
So I was looking forward to this movie, and I was in it for much longer than you were. It took me much longer to figure out that this maybe wasn't the experience I was hoping for. It was maybe towards the end where I was just like, oh no, but I think overall I had a pleasant experience. I think maybe 75% I was in. 3/4 of the way I was like, this is fine. And then when we got to the reveal, that's really when I was like, oh no.
That like
what?
They kind of spelled out the reveal for you, like very, very blatantly. Coffee shop, and when Mindy goes over the rules, it's like, okay, I know who one of the killers are. Like they're like saying, here's one of the killers.
I kept second guessing, so I wasn't sure.
I got one of them wrong and that person got killed.
Right. Well, before we get into spoilers, do you recommend the movie?
I mean, if you are already
in it,
you're gonna see this whether I recommend it or not.
Yeah, I tell people at the time,
has nothing to do with.
Don't go off of someone. People ask this question: should I play this game? Should I go see this? Should I watch the show? I always say you are already interested in it. Someone else's opinion of it is not going to change your mind. So just go see it and form your own opinion.
I'm trying to get you to give me a rating or something.
I would not
before we get into spoilers.
So here's the thing. I'm not gonna. I don't recommend seeing this movie.
There we go.
However, if it at all interests you because you enjoyed the other ones, you're gonna go see it.
Go. Yeah, of
it's
course.
fine.
Yeah,
but
those are different things.
So my sister asked me today, "Did you see it?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, I saw it." What do you think? And I was like, "Wait till TV."
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Just like I know you saw the other ones, you want to see it. If it is not, if it wasn't so important for you, she's super not online. If it wasn't so important to you to find out right away, don't worry about it. Yeah. Just wait till it's on Paramount Plus, watch it, and be like, "Oh, it was fine."
Yeah, there's been a couple of times we did like, you know what, this could have been on streaming. But see, my experience was opposite of yours because I left both screenings. People were like, loving it and happy and go lucky. And I go online, I'm like, you have the people that don't like it versus the people. I know a bunch of people that really did like it. So it's such a weird spot.
With stuff like this, at least my own internal dialogue, I try to convince myself to like it, or at least like are the things, because there's no such thing as just like not liking something completely. There's always at least something to pull, and it just it comes down to, is the stuff that I do think is subjectively good outweigh what's subjectively bad? And for me, this movie didn't. So when you would come with, "Oh, what about this sequence?" I was like, "That's a great sequence. Doesn't outweigh the rest. That's a great bit of acting. Doesn't outweigh the rest." Like it, and it's like internally, I keep trying to convince myself to balance the scales.
Sure.
And this one just couldn't do it. It's our BVS conversation over again in the park.
I was just thinking of BVS.
We went and saw BVS together.
Yeah.
We both walked out like, there's some fucking coolness in there. And we stood in the parking lot and just like talked about it like we used to do.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have like children and lives. So we just like literally
like, hang out in the parking lot
like
and
a
talk.
midnight screening on Thursday, we would be out there till like 4 a.m. just kind of talking about it. Over the course of that conversation,
he was like, "Oh no."
We accidentally convinced each other, "Oh, that wasn't really very good, was it?" Like we talked through the beats, like, "Oh, wasn't that cool how that happened there?" I was like, "Yeah, but that was really cool there." Like, why did they do that?
That didn't make any
that
sense.
happened with me
Why would they?
when the new Mortal Kombat movie came out, and I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. So in the history, my one friend, we were doing a review. He didn't like it, so I started asking him, "Tell me exactly what you didn't like." And so he's like, "I gave it a 50 out of 100." And as we're talking, he's like, "You're right, Jeremy. Now I'm at a 60." But he's like, "Well, what about Cole?" I said, "Well, if you can't have the movie be just about Liu Kang, but you put in an original character who interacts with everybody, it's easier to bring on the character." He goes, "Damn, now I'm at a 70, Jeremy." So like,
that's funny.
You're balancing the scales and you're like talking, you're trying to convince yourself. So like, I left thinking it's not great, but I didn't hate it. I mean, I saw it twice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch it again because I love Scream. Like I've literally have never rewatched. I've not seen Scream 3 probably in the last 15 years. At all. I've seen all the other ones at least 10. Well, 1 and 2 at least 20 to 30 times.
Yeah,
that's probably right.
4 I've seen at least 15 times.
I love 4.
I've seen 5 and 6 at least 10 times each. I can just throw them on and like chill. I'm going to watch this again because I love Scream, but I didn't leave like this was. I want my money back.
You know what? I very rarely feel that way about anything. I want my money back. It's an experience I had.
Only time I ever felt like that was the last night.
Oh.
Transformers.
Oh, that was fucking awful.
Which one? What?
The last night. You know what?
The second Mark Wahlberg Transformers.
I watched all of it. I still can't tell you what the plot of that movie
I rewatched all of them.
Well, let's not. Let's stay on track.
We're going to have a Transformers
Before
podcast.
we go into spoilers, even though this thing's up, I want to go through the chat real quick. Scroll up for pink. Keep going. Keep bring it. Okay. The Scrubs reboot is slightly infected with the now common virus of millennial writing, and Noel's assessment is largely correct. I don't care, though. The chuckles are, so far, worth the time.
I completely agree. Like, if it was just... It is, and I hate this term, Pink. I'm really sorry. It's second screen viewing.
Oh, no!
I could literally play a game on my phone, look up, see something cute that JD and Turk do,
give it a chuckle,
and
keep
then
going.
Go back down.
I mean, to be fair, that's
like
probably always was.
It is pure candy. I just don't know if it has any weight or will last.
Full disclosure, I don't bother watching past the 5th season of the original. It started to eat itself.
Yeah.
And St. Saucy's in the chat. Hey, buddy. Apparently, he wrote an email.
Sorry about that, bud.
And I have it here. This isn't a spoiler for Scream 7, he says.
Let's go.
All right, real quick. Hey, all, if you've seen the trailers, then you know the opening scene for Scream 7 takes place at the Mocker Freeman house, which has been turned into a murder museum / B&B, complete with fake pools of blood, police tape outlines of where the bodies landed, a motion sensor activated Ghostface robot, and a landline where you can receive calls and answer slasher movie trivia. By the way, I love that. I thought that whole sequence was really fun. My question is this: who the fuck allowed that to happen? Did the mayor from Jaws move to Woodsboro? Surely you have to have some sort of permits to do this, so who signed off and what sicko came up with the idea in the first place? Stabathon, I can understand. It's a bunch of careless / heartless teens, but this clearly had money behind it. Alice, which theater merch did you get? We didn't get any theater merch. I ended up with everything but the talking Ghostface doll, but I didn't want it anyway. I really wanted the popcorn bucket of him in the door. Like it's him like coming through a door with the knife and like the scratches. That looked really cool.
I have one question about Scream.
Well, shut up. Hold on. I ended up with everything. Noel, are you ready to root for the Hammond Bears? Or will it be the Indiana Bears?
It won't be either. They'll still be Chicago.
Or maybe it will be a different mascot altogether. The Hammond wind turbines.
They literally will change nothing about branding or name. It's just going to be a stadium in Indiana. So there's a land dispute for the Chicago Bears. They've always been in the city of Chicago, but they needed to expand. The stadium is like 150 years old. It's small.
One of the oldest stadiums in like all the sports.
So if they want to host a Super Bowl, if they want to have a dome, they can't do it literally on the shore side of Chicago. So they tried to get more land from the city of Chicago. They're playing hardball. They're like, well, there's this whatever land right over the border that's like near. So they would technically be in Indiana. However, there's like 10 teams in the NFL that aren't in the cities they're
Cowboys
based in.
play in Irving, Texas.
Cowboys play in Irving, Texas.
The Giants. And the Jets play in Jersey.
Yeah. So like it doesn't. They're still going to be the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
They're just going to have.
The Chiefs
a
are literally moving from Kansas City, Missouri to Kansas City, Kansas in like 2 years.
Do I want that to happen? No, I want them to stay in Illinois. But honestly, it is a bitch getting in and out of the city to go to a game. So it being in the suburbs alone, great.
JD, have you noticed the plot of Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, looks awfully similar to Exquisite Corpses by James Tynion? I did notice that. Yes.
Ready or Not 2. I just call it Ready or Not, Here I Come. I
hate 2, Here I Come. Yeah.
But I can't wait to go.
I can't wait. That was one of my number one looking forward to.
I'm going to try and it's the 20th. It comes at the same weekend as Project Hail Mary.
Yes.
I'm definitely more interested in this one than that one.
I'm more interested in Ready or Not.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of am, but not really.
Huh.
I'm more. No.
I love Smart Weaving. I love Kristen Newton. And then
if I'm gonna choose between the two, I'm gonna see Project Hail Mary first.
Looks great. They both look great.
Like, IMAX, big thing.
No CGI.
Immersion experience.
Huh.
Yeah.
They announced like everything's on like practical sets.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's
nice.
And it's Lord and Miller, so it's huge.
Same thing with Ready or Not. They really exploded people. Let's get into the spoilers.
What I was going to say, Sam wants to see the first one, doesn't know anything about it. So
she's not
how this precipitates, because even the trailers they showed like
they do. There's a lot of
don't do that.
It's for people who've seen.
It's still one of
the first one.
Yeah.
Scream 7 spoilers starting now. Here we go. God, where do we start? So, okay, we were talking about Saint Saucy's email where we talk about the Stu Macher house.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, why did they do that?
Money.
Can anyone tell me?
Why do they keep making this mask?
Wait, hang on, Bunny.
No. Why? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase the question. Why did the killers do that?
Which part?
Kill
the
them?
house?
The whole Stu Macher sequence.
As what Jessica said, it was to draw Sydney back to Woodsboro, and Gail was like, "I know Sydney's not going to Woodsboro. I'm going to Indiana, where she is."
Also, I mean, that's not too terrible or different. If they want to make you believe the whole time that it's Stu Macher, him burning down the house that they've monetized or turned into a thing. That makes
also,
sense.
why did they want her to think it's Stu?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. Right? Like,
it's not for anybody.
They burnt down Stu Macher's house so that they could get Sid to think that Stu Macher was involved, and then they also had AI of Stu Macher. But then why?
If I want to be,
could have not done any of that.
Hang on. If I want to be charitable, it's to traumatize her as much as humanly possible, because the motivation of the killer was to recreate and magnify her trauma so she could continue to be the final girl that she
Jessica lays that all out.
Yeah. Okay, so Jessica, one of the killers, one of the ghost faces, says she's upset that Sid didn't participate in part 6 and go to New York. So why did she think that burning down Stu Macher's house would send her back to Woodsboro?
So I think
she wouldn't even.
Wait, no. You're being too linear about it. It's not this one thing leads to this other thing. They needed to create an ecosystem where it's believable that Stu Macher is back. Part of that was destroying the house and then Brett
going to the asylum. Oh yeah, he's been here before. Oh no, he's gone.
Like it's not a one. It's just a bunch of stupid steps in between.
Yes,
just the one stupid step. Also, I don't think that they wanted to draw her too. No. They just wanted to create accountability or at least the possibility.
And you weren't going to do it with Billy.
Yeah,
he did that for the last 2 movies.
So like, it's stupid.
Yes.
But there is a stupid
logic
to it. Like that's fine. Yeah.
I think a lot of this movie, in retrospect, because we walked out of the theater and you had all these problems with it, and I was like, I don't know, it wasn't that bad, blah, blah, blah. I was really there for Sid and her relationship with her daughter, and I'm just there to watch Sid exist, and see some kills. And I thought it was overall pretty solid. But then the further I get, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, why did they do this Stu Macher thing? Why was it called, the subtitle "Burn It All Down" or whatever?
Oh, that didn't make any sense.
Like, but why? Other than the Stu Macher house?
Maybe the "Burn It All Down" is burn down what Sydney represents.
Maybe.
Look, it's flexing, as in like it's a stretch. Let's read her email, and then I'm gonna. So I asked the group, kind of. I decided to write down my prediction for this movie a week before it came out and put it on paper and like closed it up. And Alice also wrote a thing. So we'll share our things and see how close we were. You want to read yours?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Bring it up. Spoiler segment for Alice's email. All right, my theory that I had written before seeing this movie, I thought Stu was alive. I know, I'm sorry, I just love him. Because Scream 2022 mirrors Scream 1996, Macher house, boyfriend as the killer, and Scream 6 mirrors Scream 2, takes place in college, boyfriend / previous killer's family are the killers. I thought Scream 7 would mirror Scream 3, in the sense that there would be the reveal of a single killer who had been pulling the strings from the start. Stu motherfucking Macher. Was this driven by my love for Matthew Lillard? Obviously. Have I been predicting Stu's return since Scream 2022? Also, obviously. I am a Scream conspiracy theorist at heart, and when the trailer for Scream 7 showed Sid and Gail going to a psychiatric hospital, I was so sure I was right. However, when we see Sid get a FaceTime call from AI Stu very early on, the wind was taken out of my sails, which surprised even me, because there was no way they would reveal Stu as the killer that early in the movie, which I have a response to. The more I thought about it, the more I think the element missing for me was the killers being horror movie fanatics / making more horror references. The killers were revealed to be Sydney fanatics, not just horror fanatics. Does that make sense? Perhaps on a rewatch, yes, I will still rewatch, I will appreciate it more. Some things I did enjoy. The scene with Tatum and Sid in the wall avoiding being stabbed. So fun. Love that sequence. And I did cry when Sydney told Tatum why she named her after her best friend.
Yeah, it's a great scene.
Yeah, it is a great scene. I have been and always will be a Tatum stan, and I've always been bothered that she never got mentioned more in the sequels. Hearing Sid talk about her very best friend and how strong-willed and brave she was hit me in all of my feels. Okay, that is all I have the mental capacity to type right now. I for sure will share more thoughts when I am back on the show / as they come to me, because I will never stop thinking about Scream. I love you all, Alice. So if you may, if it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
The one thing that she had said, there's no way that they would show us Stu in the middle of the movie, because then we'll know that that's not him. And so my response to seeing Stu doing the call, the FaceTime, was, oh shit, they're actually doing something different with the franchise. We're not going to follow the same pattern this time around. That's how we're burning it all down. It's got a different, but different steps, right? So this time he's going to reveal he's here, he's in charge, and it's the whodunit element will still be there because he has employed other people. I assumed other teens who are friends with Tatum, her daughter, right? So I thought the reveal would still be, oh my God, it was this person in my friend group. So the fact that he shows up earlier on, I didn't think it was, oh, it's fake. It's a cop out. I just thought it was, oh, we're doing something different. Thank God. So yeah, that's my response to that.
I also liked that reveal.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if the reveal was worth what we missed, what it takes away from the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the reveal of him being FaceTimey
Yeah.
means we get no Roger Jackson.
Right.
There's absolutely no taunting phone calls whatsoever from that paragon of the franchise.
Scream is about the phone. Like Tatum doesn't even get a phone call.
Yeah.
So while I liked that and I thought it was pretty cool, even if like I wasn't trying to think ahead of the movie, fake or real, whatever. Wow me, I don't care. But the idea of the only way to shock Sydney in that moment was to do that, and I was like, that's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I just love seeing him. He's having fun.
I don't think that they did that well.
Yeah.
I don't think that those calls were done well at all.
It looked AI.
like shit.
Yeah.
It looked like not that it looked AI. It looked like a boomer's version of what somebody does on a video call.
Yes.
There's one in particular where he's a mid shot and he's like, "I'll see you later."
And he does that. Yes.
Like,
Yes. That stuck.
Yeah.
That stood out to me.
And we were trying to headcanon it of like, oh well, it is a boomer doing that actual thing, and I'm like, a cursory understanding of how deepfakes even work and are believable makes that the dumbest look. Like this movie won't age well
Because there's good stuff
week.
there with the AI and deepfake. See, go all in. So so the first 1 or 2 phone calls on FaceTime is from Stu. Now the second one be from Roman.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm gonna read my thing because I think that this is aligned.
Applicable.
Yeah. So my note that I wrote on 2/19/2026
before the movie came out, your prediction was
AI deepfake shit meant to screw with Sydney and maybe frame her. It will play with misinformation and disinformation and leverage modern technology to make that point.
That sounds so cool.
Think how they elevated the voice changers, clone phones, texting throughout the whole thing.
Yes.
And then killer ? I don't know. Someone just looking to capitalize on fame, as always. I don't think it'll be a hidden secret from her past, though, which I was right about that. Is Stu alive ? Maybe, but I don't think so.
I never thought so.
Really?
If it is revealed that he is, I could see it being at most an after credit style coda, but not the main driver at all. So I thought that they were going to do like you said, like we're gonna fuck with deepfake. It's gonna be Stu. Then it's gonna be Roman.
It's gonna be Nancy.
Then there's gonna be like old video footage of her pulling a mask off that somebody put on the internet and like, wait, is she a fake victim? And we've been doing this whole time.
Like what they were trying to do with Sam in number 6 when she was in New York, when they kept turning the story on her, like, oh wait, how am I the bad guy here?
Yeah.
But like, if it was gonna put up a mirror to society, how things are now, where everyone has their own like actual beliefs of what a fact is, why not fuck with that? She is the most popular victim survivor in this world in the last 30 years. Why don't we start seeding doubt? Why don't we start making her a villain? Why don't we
keep surviving these massacres?
If you want to pull this thing, right?
Like you and Gail keep surviving.
How are you the only?
You're the only. You're the only two.
I think that the world wouldn't start poking and prodding at that, and then leverage that as a motivation, especially when you find out the motivation of the killers is to break her down and recapture that kind of like survivor-dom, or like what is it, to pass down
that's
the trauma.
Another question I have, which is what was the actual goal for the Ghostface?
To pass down the trauma to Tatum.
Yeah. So when Jessica,
the world needs something like
Jessica, I was with when she's doing her monologue. I was with everything she saying because to me it made sense. Your book saved my life. It allowed me to kill my husband. Right. So I am, like Mindy said, she's not a fan of, Sydney now. She's a fan of Sydney then. So when New York happens and you don't show up, that hurt me. So we need a new funding girl. She lost when she said she was going to raise Tatum as her own child. That lost me. But other than that,
like
the
25.
Yeah, the para-social relationship of we know this as nerds. We've seen the relationships that fans build with someone or something, and they take it above and beyond to horrible levels. So her losing her mind of New York happened, where were you? And we get at the end, Gail, you've literally always had my back. Gail's the only person that's been in every single movie. Well, kind of Dewey since the face.
You know what though? I read a thing, or I listened to a podcast. Gail's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She wanted that interview.
Well, not even that. If you like look at the arc of time, Gail literally never changes as a character and continues being a piece of shit, even in the face of losing absolutely everything she's ever had. Does not do what she says she's gonna do.
I'm not gonna write a book. She writes a book. I'm not gonna write a book. She wrote another book.
But I'm gonna write a book, and maybe it's gonna be about Dewey. No, fuck that shit. I'm actually gonna have like 1 year later, a Pilates boyfriend in a palatial. Spatial? I always fuck that up. Either way, in a like a high rise mansion. And, whatever. Like, she's a terrible character. So so the you've always had my back scene. That was hollow as shit to me. That was Nev Campbell talking to Courtney Cox about how they high five at cons.
Kind of
like that was not about the characters.
It's like
also weird that she apologized for not going to New York.
Because
I was listening to another show,
but also but again, it's because for me, even though Gail's a piece of shit, Gail has always been there to help Sydney,
to benefit herself.
Yeah.
She's been there to benefit herself.
Even still, number 5, Sydney came when Dewey got killed.
For Dewey.
Because Dewey. So like, I get it. But Gail's an ass. Yeah. But she's an asshole that cares. She truly does care for Sydney. Yeah. Like, I like they made her the new Dewey with the nerve damage. Gail is always looking out for number 1. But you can tell after 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole, but Sydney, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I thought it was an interesting scene, but I also kind of get it. Of like, oh, we're kind of frenemies.
There's a lot of things in this movie that are not in service of the characters.
Yeah.
They're to service the fans.
Right. Yes.
And that was one of them.
Yep.
And while on one
also
level,
sorry I wasn't here last time.
And while on one level, okay, I understand why.
Yeah, like Sydney would not leave Gail.
I don't appreciate things that only service fans and don't service the story. I don't think that service the story. You could do both at the same time.
Yeah.
But in that scene where they're doing that, it doesn't it makes me feel good.
May I?
But it doesn't do anything for the story.
I want to piggyback off of what you're saying, because one of the very first things that happened in that movie that made me go head tilt was there is a scene in the very first Scream. Billy climbs through the window to see Sid. I thought we could reenact a little bit of blah, blah, blah. A little bit, was it not rated R, but, you know.
Reenact Stab. Yeah.
Reenact The Exorcist, was it? And in this movie, the new boyfriend of Tatum, whose mother went through so much trauma, this guy thought it was cute to come in through her bedroom and say all the exact same lines from Scream 1 to the exact same song.
From the same lines as Stab 1.
No. That's fine. That is a fine way for you to do that.
And then the world, I'm in agreement with you, but the original sin is that Stab 1 knows what happened in Scream.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
where I'm headed.
Not that they're blacking Scream.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the scene was slightly different, then I would be like, oh, yes, he's just redoing Stab. But they're doing it for us, the viewers, not the viewers of Stab, which was really annoying. And then something else happens again later that is just for us and is not for the characters and doesn't make any sense. I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, I was like, why are you redoing this whole scene that no one would know about?
Well, yeah.
Even if why would that scene even be in Stab?
The only person that knows about it would be Sid.
Because
Sidney and Billy.
Because this is getting in the weeds. I'm sorry. Stab is based off of the Woodsboro killer, the Woodsboro murders by Gail. Gail and Sid are not friends.
Why was Sid
never interviewed
Sid? Right, they've never had an interview. There is no reason that Gail would know about that bedroom scene from either Billy, who's dead, or Sid, who won't talk to her,
or Tatum, who's dead,
or Tatum,
who's dead.
So there's no reason for that
Stu,
scene to even be in Stab to begin with.
Yeah,
for him to reference.
That's what I'm saying. That's the original sin. The original sin is like that fucking while ago. I also think that the movie. I was like hanging by a thread for a very large portion of it. Like, if you wow me with a third act, it's fine. It's like all forgiven. Let's go. Like, if it all wraps up and makes sense, let's go. It lost the fuck out of me with the giant reveal of all of the other AI characters. Which part?
Inside the house,
the beer.
Yeah, that,
I was thinking.
I love that.
No, that's actually, not a scream kill.
No, that's Terrifier. That's Michael
Terrifier,
Myers,
or that's Scary Movie.
I also too didn't look good.
Yeah,
it just didn't look good. It was all like CGI. Like,
and also, it's one of the killer's kids.
Yeah.
That guy is the son of one of the killers.
I am not against gore at all.
No,
at all. There's something very specific about this franchise, though, where it's not about how the person gets killed. It's all of the craziness that goes into it. We talked about Wes in part 5. He just gets stabbed in the neck. Whatever. But it's an entire sequence of almost getting there, or this or that.
Opening doors.
4, where they tease. He's like, I'm not in your closet.
Yeah.
I'm in the closet of your friend.
There's
across the street, and she's just gutted.
Yeah.
It's not about the style of murder. It's always about like how to get into these characters' heads, or throw them off, or shock them, or scare them. Like, so that's why the stabbing at the wall was good, but just like Michael Myers style, like rip someone's face off. Like, that is not this franchise.
I can't remember her name. Clara O'Connor?
I have no idea.
The girl, she's in Ghostbusters. She's in the Ghostbusters.
McKenna Grace?
No, not McKenna Grace. Claire.
She plays Alex.
She plays Lucky. She plays Lucky in Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, but this movie, her name is like
him. Like, she's evading him. That reminded me so much of like the raptor scene in Jurassic Park. But like everything leading up to her death, I love that she's evading him.
Yeah,
and she's getting it, and then he's like, whatever. And slides her across the bar.
Yeah,
that's a good kill. And then he, like, to finish it off, steps on her neck.
Yeah,
like that's. I get what.
That's a scream.
Leading up to that kill, or McKenna Grace, I thought was one of the killers. I was so mad.
Also, that was borderline. The beginning, those were scream kills. Yeah. And that was a way to make it a scream kill, but also just as like newly violent, of like the knife slowly going in his eye.
Yeah,
that was absolutely awesome. But like a beer tap and then coming out of his mouth, it's fucking a cartoon.
And it's not even like it was something that just happened in the middle of the fight, right? Like, that guy is down, that kid is down. Ghostface goes, grabs him by the boot, drags him around the bar, lifts him up, puts him on the like, it's such an extended kill for no real reason. It is a very much a Michael Myers thing, but considering Kevin Williamson's favorite all-time movie, which I heard about this on a different podcast today, was Halloween. We also get that wonderful Ghostface Michael Myers shot in the beginning of this, where he's just dark enough that you hardly see him.
There's a couple times they do that.
I love that. That is good.
Honestly the only visual flair that he applied to this entire movie that I thought was cool. Yeah. Actually seeing like a stalking face. Yeah. It happened in the garage once. It happens in the house once. Because I know he's there.
Happens in the kitchen.
Yeah, it happens in the kitchen. I know he's there. Play with it.
Yeah.
But just him being like a lumbering killer.
Yeah.
It's not this franchise. And also too, all the AI reveals of these geriatric,
aged up
Roman, Nancy, and Dewey.
These and also too, it had the aesthetic of, hey, can you just like film something with your cell phone?
It's literally what they did.
Yeah.
That is, honestly, it wasn't even bad. It was offensive.
It was cringe.
It was so offensive.
Like I said, I would have rather Stu's a call. Nancy's a call.
That would have been more interesting. If a different person called every time,
her, I would have.
Instead of just let's have a montage for 3 seconds.
Like if we know Mickey is there, what if Mickey just randomly called her?
Even, you know what? even if they did that, sorry about that. Even I'm a grabby boy. Even if it was stuff like that, having different killers call her. What if you had old dead friend Tatum call? Like if you're doing this AI thing and you can AI anybody,
torture.
Torture her with like people she knew who died,
or even
were friends,
or have
her
deep
roommate
fake Tatum, because daughter
From
Tatum
Scream 2.
never gets a call.
Yeah,
Have deep fake Tatum FaceTime Tatum.
You could even have Sid call. Oh my God, you could have had Sid call Tatum to get her to go where the killer wants her to go.
To Laura. Yeah. Go all in.
There's just like they did in Scream 3, right at the beginning of Scream 3, with the voice changer.
You were Roman. Not Roman. You're Roman.
This entire conversation is convincing me it's validating what I already thought or felt. This is the most straight line, boring way to tell this story.
Yeah.
And that's why. So there are things in this movie that are clean and slick. There are things that are enjoyable, but at the end of the day, it is so aggressively mid that I can't handle it. It's not even bad enough to be fun. And they suck all of the fun and humor out of this movie. Fucking
Even
Halloween Ends has more humor
It does.
than this movie does.
I feel like Scream 8's probably going to be tighter and better. Here's the thing. So the last movie that Kevin Williamson was like, it was his that I love, did a horror movie called Sick.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
That's all him. So if
he didn't direct it though.
He didn't direct it, but he was like the executive producer. He was the only writer. If it's like his baby and they give him Scream 8, then I feel like
I don't think he should be behind a director's chair.
Yeah.
he doesn't have to direct it.
He can write whatever he
My
wants.
problem isn't even with the directing, which I understand, right? But I think I don't know if I texted this to you, but my reaction to after seeing this and knowing Kevin Williamson co-wrote it, I felt similar to coming out of The Running Man and having that been like, that could have been directed by anybody and not Edgar Wright.
Yeah, because it didn't feel like Edgar Wright.
Compared to this movie.
This could have been written by anybody who's not Kevin Williamson. There is nothing smart or clever or fun.
I feel like Kevin Williamson wrote it. Like I felt like Edgar Wright didn't direct The Running Man.
It had nothing to say.
Can we maybe have a hard conversation that perhaps Kevin Williamson is aged out of trying to capture the voice of youth?
The zeitgeist, yeah. But like even the voice of the youth, but it wasn't saying anything. Yeah. There's nothing. This movie has nothing to say.
Too many cooks. I think there was too many cooks in the kitchen because you can see what they wanted to do with the parasocial relationship, with the AI, with the defect. You just didn't lean, and there's just too many people trying to put all their ideas there, and it just
look. You can have 5 of your favorite candies, but you mix them all together, it tastes like shit in your mouth.
Yeah,
you gotta pick a lane,
and
excel at it.
Someone now. Am I the only one who's upset that the theater director didn't get killed?
You mean the theater director didn't show up? Or how about when the second lead disappears for 40 minutes? Courtney Cox just fucking disappears completely in every way.
I audibly said in the theater after he like ran down Tatum, like, oh, he's definitely going to get killed. Everybody laughed, and then he shows back up after the attack at the house, and then we never see him again.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
The theater director, the was directing the play at the school.
Yeah, the tall guy with the beard.
Who was running him down.
Oh my God!
He just completely disappeared.
She rips Tatum up. He's on the poster.
That's so funny. I forgot about him.
And the crowd,
at the crime scene, he's just like staring, glaring,
and Ben's there.
And they focus on 3 characters, like could be anyone.
And he never shows up after that.
He's from Nobody Wants This.
Yeah, he's in a.
Or Nobody Asked for This.
He never shows up after them. Like,
that's so funny because there's even a scene where I think Sid gives him the hairy eyeball.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she thinks he's somebody.
Yeah, at the
and then we never see him again.
Holy
shit!
We never like.
Also, so the Halloweenies brought this up, and I completely agree with it. We are now at the point where the movie knows it can't hurt Sydney, and not just her. It's not allowed to hurt anyone she's connected to
because they already killed off Dewey.
Because they already killed. Not even they already killed off Dewey. They've already played this trick where they killed off her significant other, her best friend, So the movie knows
Can't they
it
kill
can't shock that again. It can't use
Gale?
that.
You can't touch the Gale's the only one.
Yeah,
Because they're
but-
not going to touch I don't
but
think they're going to touch the twins.
It's not about
at this
shock.
point.
It's about the elasticity of the character.
Yeah.
They've stretched her so fucking thin that there's nothing you could do to emotionally resonate with the character anymore.
Yeah.
They've already taken away her boyfriend, the love of her life, her this, her that, her dad, like her mom. They gave her a brother and then made him a murderer. They have done so much to this woman that
There's nothing left.
audiences will not
Take her.
abide by her daughter being killed or her husband succumbing to his wounds.
Sydney's
Like they
character
just won't.
reminds me of,
It's just torture.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows of all time is Supernatural.
Oh, sure.
15 seasons. After like
First 5 are
after
fantastic.
like season 10, I'm like, everybody on heaven, hell, earth, other dimensions knows Sam and Dean have fought God, the devil, and archangels, and different gods and different demons. Why do you keep testing them?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Sydney. 30 years,
Yeah.
you keep trying, and you're all failing. Let it go.
Yeah. It's like when there's in a comic book there'll be just like bank robbers and Superman will show up and they'll be like, he's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm Superman. What the fuck you doing? You're
You
gonna
know what?
shoot me
You know
with a
what?
gun?
You know what? I'm good. I'm good. There's a scene like that in Machete where he's like running with people, and the last bad guy's like, you know what? I'm good.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Here's the thing, and it's a bummer to say. I don't know if I need any more Scream movies. The only reason I would want one more Scream movie is to end it well, because I don't want this to be the last one because it was such a disappointment for me.
Say, like y'all said, like,
but also, there's nothing else to do.
with number 6, Sam and Tara got a great ending. We like literally don't need to see them again.
That's why
perhaps there's so many great memes of like people showing the picture of Scream 6 and just being like, perhaps I judged you too much. Because that really was a Kevin Williamson can write. I think he is a mediocre to bad director. He's a television level director. He does not have the visual or technical acumen that these movies desperately need, because every single Scream movie except the first one has some sort of like either narrative flaw or loose script or motivation that you're like, I don't know about that. However, it's all like edged away or like shaved away by just aesthetic and editing and pace. He does none of it well.
Yeah.
He does it fine. And so like having Radio Silence do 6, it looks like it belongs in the Louvre compared to the visual style of this movie.
6 looks. I mean, people might have not loved it. It looks good.
Yeah.
And
like
the killers are stupid.
Yeah.
And that whole that they all become 3 crazy lunatics at the end. It's almost unforgivable because it's so silly. But all of the sequences within that theater, just the theater itself as a shrine,
so much
like
fun.
it's just it is
Also,
it
I
is
love
pace
the-
and setting and mood, and this movie has none of that vibe, none of that chill.
What I like
at all.
about that sequence, my favorite part of the sequence, I just rewatched it last night, or the night before, was a Ghostface cop, dad, whatever his name is, calling to tell them that Kirby is she left the FBI 2 years ago. It's her, blah blah blah, and you're like, oh my god, it's Kirby, oh no, and then like psych, it's dad Ghostface, but
Kirby.
She's around, she lives.
I had an idea.
Kirby's still alive.
Scream 7.
Uh-huh.
What might have helped? So, I've only ever seen the son in Gen V, right?
Oh yeah.
And okay, so he's this
From Scream 6.
Yeah, from Scream
Yes.
7. No, Scream 7.
Oh, Scream 7.
So he's this.
Anna Camp's son.
Anna Camp.
The
I got
beer
you.
tap kid.
He's like obsessed with horror. I would have loved if mom and son were the killers.
Wait, that is also another subplot that they were like, yeah, fuck it. We're not gonna bother with this. The whole so also in our zeitgeist is fucking murder porn.
Yeah.
The idea that people are obsessed podcasts, documentaries with real crime. You had a character who introduced it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. AI, it's real. It's a thing. It's employed terribly. Doesn't even understand the technology to talk about it in any kind of like
meaningful
intelligent
and Tatum
meaningful way.
turning so quickly on Ben in the car. Oh, it's you.
You know what? When I'm putting away my laptop, I do it like this, fully open browser all the time. Like fuck, it was stupid.
Yeah.
And then for no reason whatsoever, I know you're not the bad guy. Like,
But why?
But why?
How do you know that? Yeah.
15 minutes ago, you smacked him with his expensive laptop.
Hey, also, how did Ghostface know the code to get into the?
oh, because it was Anna Camp.
It was in a camp.
She knew the code.
Yeah, they were best friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, didn't it wasn't. I think there was like a throwaway line about like.
But I didn't
Yeah,
even.
you opened up for her.
I didn't
She-
realize they
yeah,
were
she-
best friends.
She trusts her with.
I thought they were just,
with
like
the coffee shop.
our kids hang out together. We're acquaintances.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were like besties.
They were mom friends. They
Yeah.
were soccer mom
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
Ugh, what a bummer. Big
al-
Apocalypse says, raise his hand. George Wendt's character in Dreamscape, by the way, great movie, was the author of a book called Stab. They even show the cover when he shows it to Dennis Quaid. That's all I've got to contribute.
Hey, I love Dreamscape, and I need it to be restored in 4K.
Yeah, I would love to get a copy of Dreamscape.
That's a great movie.
Anything else?
Funniest two things that were hilarious to me in this movie. One intentionally, one unintentionally, and just added a shit cherry on top of the shit sundae. The first thing that was actually funny was the picture of Tori Spelling.
Yes, I peeped that in the background.
Because she is
What?
she's
Yeah.
she's Sydney in Stab.
Yeah.
So the fact that in his like little room
Yeah.
he worships the movies, like that's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's a great pull. And they don't
They don't explain it. Yeah.
and it's perfect. The other thing that I truly hated, and I think this like I'd have to ask Alice if I like audibly did something because I was just like was they shoot her face off.
Oh, and it's
Violence, it didn't feel part of the scene.
Yeah.
A real interaction by somebody that's cold or like, has seen something like this before to somebody that hasn't would have been like, are you okay?
Yeah.
It was just, you okay?
Yeah.
In a split second, not even a full heartbeat or breath after shooting this woman's face off,
her daughter.
Sydney turns to her daughter and says, are you okay?
Yeah.
No.
Cold.
Yeah.
Just like
Like a hug or something.
This is what, no, not even emotion. This is what I'm talking about, pacing. There's no actual beat to the moment that they just shared. It is the most inorganic turn. You okay? That's it.
Well, it's because it's played for a laugh, I think.
And it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like, if it was played for a laugh, you just experienced this with your fucking daughter, who
Like let's take him. No.
undercut. This is what Terry complains about that isn't actually real in the MCU.
Yeah.
Where you have an emotional beat and you undercut it. This is
Happened a lot with Thor.
the fourth one.
Thor,
absolutely.
Especially the fourth.
Yeah.
So
It's called bathos. Not pathos, but bathos.
What's bathos?
The thing Noel's talking about that I
okay.
always say.
Can you? I can make up words that don't have origins too. Why is it called bathos?
Because it sounds like pathos?
It's bad pathos. What?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. He's just agreeing. Yes.
I hate you so much.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
the one thing that irked me, and it's just part of the expectations, was her marrying a Mark and it not being Patrick Dempsey. So, and I love Joel McHale, so it didn't really like bug me, but it immediately made me think of that new season of Daredevil that just aired. And and the commissioner chief gets into a car, and his driver goes, "Oh hey Luke," and they show the back of the head, and it's a big, bald, strong black guy named Luke, and I almost creamed myself. And it's just a regular.
Oh, you thought it would be Luke Cage?
No, Luke Cage.
Oh,
don't call her husband Mark.
Right.
Well, they were stuck with that
because she mentions it while she's pushing the pram.
Now, what they weren't stuck
5.
with was her maiden name being Evans.
Yeah.
Because that was her mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
Maureen Evans.
But it's also his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they just made him Jones or Smith.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird.
My one thing, I really do wish the theater director got killed.
I will say I really liked the sequence where Tatum and Sid are separated.
Oh yeah.
And she is on the phone with her.
Coffee shop.
The coffee shop sequence.
She's
and like
her.
coaching her how to use the gun and all that other stuff. Yeah. But then they fucking do the thing where she's in a locked room. She just shot through the wall and hit Ghostface, and she leaves the room. Same in the beginning of the movie. She has a panic room and then leaves the panic room.
Well, that at least had some character motivation behind it. Their dad, her husband was like knocked out. I'm gonna go check on him.
Yeah.
Don't leave me here. And then like whatever. So like that at least was described in scene. This was just, you're in a safe space.
Stay
Leave.
there. Yeah, you're on the phone with your mom. You just shot
How
him.
about what precipitated that? Her deciding to run a fucking 5K instead of wait 30 seconds for Gil to come out of the fucking with the keys.
Yeah.
Same thing with the house.
That could have happened in the car.
Yeah.
Like, oh my, stop the car! I can't get a signal. I don't you could have done anything to make it less. So there are choices. I'm getting amped up about this fucking movie. There are choices this movie makes that are at the detriment of logic.
Yeah.
Because there are ways you could do it that makes sense for the character. It's like they choose the easy path to not bother.
What you said about the third Spider-Man Tom Holland movie. MJ, I'll come and find you. No, Doctor Strange is right there.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah. At the very end.
Just wait.
You can just stay there.
Just
There's no reason for you to walk away.
He'll explain everything.
The movie needs you to go away for some reason.
Or in the beginning when he's casting a spell. Don't you think Doctor Strange would go, Peter, is there anybody you want to remember? Or Doctor Strange, can you make certain people remember?
I haven't watched the end in a while. Is there like a fear on his part of like, I'll just repeat the same mistake?
He says he's going to go find her, and I'm like, no, just wait. And then
they're at the Statue of Liberty,
and then when they say, I'm going to find you, they're like, you're not going to. What does he do? He goes to the shop, and then he just leaves.
Yeah,
no, just like you said, they just write stuff for the plot.
Yeah.
Also on screen, if you're gonna clear the house, that means check the fucking attic.
That's what I thought too.
Oh yeah.
You guys. Oh, the police. But then I was also.
We'll be quick, Chief. No,
cops.
you're not gonna be quick.
Yeah.
Check
the attic.
The attic. It was good scene leading up to that.
Yeah.
But
that was the only scene in this entire movie that felt like an actual Scream movie. The fact that there was like on 2 different floors, 4 characters, an actual fight. Also, I think I said this in the theater or after the movie because I'm not a fucking animal that decides to talk during a movie.
Oh my God. We didn't even talk about our theater experience. There were folks just, I don't know. I think they were podcasting.
They were narrating the
that happened to me
without microphones.
The second time I saw it, I'm like, this lady walks in with like her children, little kids, and I'm like, why would you bring? Like, I went to a sneak preview of the first Purge movie, and the dudes were like, "Lady, you can't bring your kids here."
Yeah.
So of course the kids are talking, and dude says, "Yo, shut your kids up. You're not at home." And she's like, "Well, don't let me get my husband." And everybody's like, they're talking during the movie, and they're loud.
Yeah.
So like you're rude.
These are grown ass adults.
Yeah,
doing
like the opposite of like when
for our experience.
You remember what happened when you saw A Quiet Place? It was dead silent in that theater.
Yeah.
Like the theater experience means something.
Yep. Up, he's leaving.
Like me and my friends when we played when John Wick 4 came out, we was like, yo, are we seeing this? We were like, yeah. That theater, see, that's a different experience where the theater can be loud and rock because it's the experience matters.
In context.
Yes.
Something crazy happens, emote.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't practice your tight 5 at a quiet moment to get a laugh from the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Rambo 3, the scene where he like pops up behind a dude and like just everybody in the theater's like, yeah.
Rambo.
The third where he like just murders this guy with the.
I just watched First Blood.
Oh my God.
In Forever.
It's great.
It's a phenomenal movie.
It's
a real movie.
Revisiting it like
Dennehy?
10 years ago, I was like, they made action figures and a cartoon out of this PTSD-ridden soldier.
The entire climax is him having an emotional breakdown about his friend exploding in front of him.
Go from
and then it
Rambo
turns into
First Blood Part 1 and Part 2 to Rambo 3 kind of keeps that of him like, I don't want to do this. Then you get to the last one where he's just like mowing down Mexicans.
They do become like MAGA fantasies. Like I think 4 and 5 end up becoming like America First propaganda.
So anyway,
can't wait to watch them. Yes, our theater experience. I actually did say, please be quiet after.
Yeah.
There's an escalation.
There was a lot of shushing and
there's like lean up really aggressively.
Do the George Costanza?
Yeah, like
look back.
They were directly next to us, and both Alice and I were like, and then it was a couple of shh.
Had a couple phones.
Didn't work. To the point where I think it was like maybe 3/4 of the movie I actually did loudly say, "Can you please shut up?"
Yeah.
And then it actually worked for a little bit. For enough.
Anyway, anything else?
I would not recommend this movie.
No.
But you'll see it. If you want to see it, you'll see it.
If you want to see it,
if you're on the fence, watch it on streaming. It'll be like in 3 weeks. It's fine. Whatever. There are so many good things in the movie theater right now.
I just showed you. I literally saw everything I wanted to see, except for Bone Temple, and now it's on streaming. I saw.
That was great.
I saw everything else.
Bone
was
Temple
like,
was
that
great.
was better than half the ones you rattled off, my guy.
And then I'm like, I'll be at the theaters Sunday to go see The Bride.
I
can't wait for The Bride.
I'm gonna go see Hoppers, and I'm gonna go see Project Hail Mary.
When's Hoppers come out? 13th?
This week.
This week?
This coming week.
I heard it's like the funniest. Bride.
We're doing The Bride next week.
Yeah, I heard Hoppers with Pixar. Oh yeah, they're like all the way back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for The Bride.
Hey, where can they find you?
Let's go with Instagram charismatic_creations52. That'll take you to pretty much all the other
wonderful
places I am at, and the podcast airs every Saturday.
And you can find us also on Instagram and on TikTok at CultPOP
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at physical media space. That's physical_media_space.
If anyone has any leads towards the Scream 2, 3, 4, 5 steelbooks, let Noel and I know, because we're both hunting for them, but they're very expensive.
I'm good. I just need them.
Let him know.
I just need them to make a 4 because it doesn't exist.
American 4.
Yeah,
because it's UK.
And either hook me up with a used 6 or reprint it, because I got that quadrilogy box. I'm just gonna buy.
That's really expensive now.
Mine's scratched up.
Yeah.
So I went to follow me on Instagram. You'll see.
I'll see. I just ordered Scream 1 steelbook. I'm not a steelbook boy, but for these Scream movies, I really want all the steelbooks.
In Germany they made a 4-disc quadrilogy steelbook, which is very, very hard to find, I guess. But it's only region B coded.
$400.
Yeah, new. $400.
No, like eBay.
New.
Anyway,
sealed.
Sure.
I went to a shop called The Archive in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's Vinegar Syndrome's sister shop or something like that.
Yeah.
So like it's all physical media. It was the coolest goddamn place in the world. The front is all like new stuff. The middle is all used DVDs and movies.
Jealous.
The way back room is books and comics and apparel. Upstairs, all vinyl.
So is that where you got the quadrilogy?
Yeah.
Oh,
in their glass case. They had a glass case with some things. I did not. I am pretty deep into physical media and then steelbooks and editions and stuff. I didn't recognize it at all. So I was like, and I saw the price on it. It said $60.
What?
So I was like, "What? Can I see that? What is that?" He pulls it out and he was just like, "It's the first 4 Scream movies." I was like, "Is that is it region coded?" And he looks in the back. He was like, "Oh, it looks like it's all region B." So I was like, can you open it and can I see the discs? We don't really like to do that, but I guarantee you if it's even here, then they've already checked it.
Oh, okay.
And it's the kind of shop where I was like, I believe that. That's fine.
Yeah.
There were some scuffs on it. So I was just like, I'm not sure. I don't have a region free DVD player. So you could put it back and I'll think about it. I went upstairs to look at the vinyl and then went online right away to see what the fuck this thing was. It's going for $400 new on eBay. No used versions I could see. So I was like, well, worst case scenario, I pay $60 for a cool steelbook. I'll just buy the trilogy normal.
Yeah, and put it in there. Nice.
And then try and find 5 and 6.
Nice.
Best case scenario, I got to bust it up, expensive something that I could maybe flip if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to.
Yeah.
And it was worth $60.
I mean, all I got is
absolutely worth $60.
Dark Knight trilogy.
Nice.
Thing,
the Steel John?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, but I ended up just getting the normal one.
I think the only ones I want, Scream is one of my favorite franchises.
They will. You know what? You should be advocating for them to finish this franchise. Over. Done.
Listen.
So they can make a nice case of the whole thing.
Nice box set.
They're going to finish the Fast franchise, so.
Oh, nice. Pink says, I don't typically care, but I steelbooked all 5 Mad Max movies. That's baller. Very cool.
Pink,
what's happening?
Pink, I will.
He's trying to grab it through the screen.
In the I've gotten obsessed with premium steelbooks. I scored Furiosa and maybe Mad Max or Fury Road eventually. Nice. In the Discord, I'll
Let's chat it up.
Chat pictures.
saw something on
Make a
yours.
sub channel of like physical
books?
media
Okay,
or
I
something.
saw something on your page about Mad Max. Why people were kind of upset about Fury.
I love.
Oh, Fury.
because the kids, the Mad Max is not Mel Gibson. I'm like,
Right. Yeah. It's his kid.
It's the kid.
It's the kid from Thunderdome. That's the theory.
That's the theory.
Yeah, but I don't think George Miller cares.
No.
He doesn't.
Like people asked him, he was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Sure.
Yeah. He's like, I don't give a shit.
All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this very
Wonderful conversation that we had.
Conversation about Scream 7. Let us know what you think. Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Send me all your steel books. I love you, and we'll talk at you later. See you next week for The Bride. Maggie
Exclamation point.
Gyllenhaal. Oh my.